moving on to the only Power Rangers news. History of Power Rangers on Power Rangers Dino Thunder is up on thatguywiththeglasses.com. And I think Linkara did a really good job reviewing the series.
So far, yes. I think he did. It was pretty accurate. I mean, I kind of disagree with him on some levels, but you can't really agree with someone, all the way.
Yeah, he did make some good points, though.
Yeah.
Moving on to our final piece of Toku news, and it's Gokaiger figure arts. These figure arts were recently showcased at the Tamashi Festival, where Bandai showed these great-looking figures, and already announced a release date and prices for 3 out of the 5 Gokaigers. Gokai Red will be released this September, and Gokai Blue and Gokai Green will be released in October for the low price of 3,500 yen.
Is it? I mean, I'm not too excited about figure arts, mostly because I'm more into the electronics part of the Tokusatsu.
Yeah, but figure arts are really good figures to own. Like, they're very...
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying they're not bad. I mean, I've seen figure arts up close, and I think they're really, really well paid attention to. I mean, detailing is great, and the movable joints are great too. But, it's just not my thing.
Oh yeah, but I know there's a lot of figure collectors out there, and seeing as this is the second series of Sentai to have a figure arts line, the first being Shinkenger, and the first production run of these figures comes with a piece of the Gokai Galleon cockpit, so when you get all 5 Gokaijus together, you can pose all of them in the Gokai Galleon cockpit, which looks really cool in this picture. And that's gonna do it for Toku News. All these news stories were brought to you by JEFusion.com, the Japanese entertainment blog. So go to JEFusion.com for Tokusatsu, anime, and various Japanese entertainment news. Now, we come to the main event, so to speak, of this episode of the Tokusatsu Corner, and that's
why we have guests here.
And that's Power Rangers. In 1990,
Yes.
In 1993, history was made when Haim Saban released Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to the American public, and 18 years later, it's still one of the highest-grossing children's shows to date.
Can't really call it a children's show because adults will watch it too.
But it was originally made for children.
Still is kind of made for children.
Yeah, but a lot of adults will watch it.
And I think all of us here have watched Power Rangers and started getting into it around Mighty Morphin era.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I believe it's the same case for us. We lost interest, but then a couple years or a year ago, we started really getting back into it.
And then that led to you guys getting into Super Sentai and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I blame crows for that.
I thank Power Rangers RPM for getting me back into Power Rangers.
And I'm the one who showed you that one.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to thank Power Rangers SPD actually. I kind of saw on ABC Families, and it's really good. So I decided to go back and watch it.
Actually, I had watched Power Rangers every day because they were rerunning Ninja Storm at like 7 in the morning while I was getting ready for school. I was like in high school at this point. And I watched Dino Thunder because Tommy was in it. And I watched SP.
Who doesn't love Tommy?
Who doesn't love Tommy? And watched SPD.
In the comment section, me!
And I watched SPD until Mystic Force started, and I lost interest again. And then RPM brought that spark back.
Yeah, it was actually Samurai's fault for me getting back into Power Rangers because he was going on about how awesome RPM was, so I had to start watching it.
I'm sorry, but flying golden helicopter chicken. You can't
That's
make
amazing.
that stuff up.
Yes!
That's amazing!
It's the golden.
Awesome!
It's the golden cockacopter.
If you've seen the Sentai, it's
Golden Cock Copter.
If you've seen the Sentai, it's even better. Oh my god, the flying chicken copter talks! Love it. Probably my favorite.
But let's not forget Tor.
Who?
Exactly. the talking turtle that crushes the ranger enemies.
Who?
Exactly.
But no, if they did end Power Rangers off with RPM, it would have been an awesome ending because they took a comedic series in Go Onger and made it really dark and serious with RPM, and I thought they did a fantastic job.
It was not for children.
But it was made by Disney, so in turn, it was for children.
In some weird way.
Disney has a terrible habit of fucking off people.
Yeah, wasn't this like the first season to actually, to actually kill someone and have them stay dead?
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next part of our Power Rangers discussion. Our favorite and not so favorite seasons and/or moments. And I guess I'll start it off. If I had to pick a favorite season, this is really hard. I think it's a tie between Mighty Morphin and Zeo, because Mighty Morphin, that's where I started getting into Power Rangers. But when they went into Zeo and actually had the costume change and had all new powers and new villains, I was hooked. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. Even though I was trying to figure out how the Yellow Ranger was able to see through her visor, but that's besides the point.
Magic. Magic.
Well, they are magical rangers, so.
True. And as for a favorite moment, I think my favorite moment in all the Power Rangers history was when Tommy came back as the Black Dino Ranger. Because up till then in Dino Thunder, he was just playing the mentor. But when he finally got his Dino Gem and actually donned the Black Dino costume, it was like...
He became broken. Awesome.
Exactly. He was so awesome. He defeated a giant monster on his fucking own.
I feel like he was kind of cheated though, giving him a school bus Megazord.
Alright.
I will never stop insulting
Well,
the
the Brachiozord is kind of like Titanus, because Titanus is also a Brachio.
But Titanus actually did stuff.
Well, Tommy doesn't really need the Zord to do anything. All he needs to do is put stick in ground, enemy dies.
No, all he needs to do is go and he wins.
I still think he was cheated out in the Megazord department. At least in the Megazord department. Everything else was great.
Now, for my not so favorite stuff, I
Pick one.
only pick one. Operation Overdrive. Fuck that series. My god. The characters were so annoying. The theme song was horrible. And I did not believe the villains at all. Everything about it was just retarded.
It's funny because while Operation Overdrive was a terrible series, Bokenger was the exact opposite.
Figure that, huh? But yeah, fuck Overdrive. I'm gonna say it again. Fuck Operation Overdrive.
Might want to take them out to dinner first.
I'll just...
Shut up, Samurai.
It doesn't deserve dinner. It deserves to be date raped in the back of an alley. Anyway, Nightshade, your turn.
Moving on to me after that lovely discussion of rape and...
No, date rape, there's a difference.
Whatever. Both of them have the word rape in it. Anywho, as much as I love Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and all the Ranger series, the series that started it all, my favorite Ranger series is actually Power Rangers SPD. Now, I could be getting some flack from this because some people didn't like it because of some characters. Mostly, I don't know, I've met people who hate Doggy Kruger, and for that I've crucified them, because he turns into Shadow Ranger, and it's amazing. But getting back to why I like it, I love the costumes. The characters were believable. Well, you know, except for the Pink Ranger. I didn't really like her that much. But they generally wanted to protect people, and I really felt that from them. I just love the villains. The way they capture the villains is pretty cool too. Like it kind of reminded me of Kamen Rider Blade, and they're capturing monsters with cards. But I love the Megazords. I love how they all came together. I love how there was struggle within the team. Like, you know, the Blue Ranger really didn't really like the Red Ranger that much because he felt like he was cheated out of the Red Ranger. But you know, I mean, I thought it was overall a great season. And my least favorite season, the one that I hate the most, pretty redundant. I hate Mystic Force the most. Mystic Force was an awful season with awful characters, and I hated the side characters. Who here remembers the Ginger's name? The one who turns into the White Ranger? Terrible.
Oh man.
Udana?
Udana, that's it.
Yeah, oh my god, she creeped the shit out of me. And her assistant, it was people have compared her to like either Bulk or Skull, and I think that's too generous. You can't compare both Bulk or Skull to this dimwit. I mean, she can't do anything right. In the first episode, she manages to fuck up her first mission. Keep the 5 teenagers. I really don't think they're teenagers. Keep the 5 people here, and she just turns into a sheep, and they just walk away, and they make bad jokes. That's another thing that series had going for it. Horrible jokes, and I couldn't believe the makeup either, especially that dwarf guy thing. I don't know.
He was a troblin, a troll goblin.
Whatever, he was an ugly piece of shit. That's all I remember about him.
He was supposed to be.
I don't care, he was uglier than I thought it was gonna be. What can I say about the series that was good? It's really hard.
And the first
Nothing.
Australian.
I don't care. First Australian, whoop-de-doo. I don't care.
Here's one good thing. Maji Ranger was awesome.
Yeah. Maji Ranger was definitely the better series because everybody seemed to be more. They seemed to like each other more because they were family.
And here it's just 5 random douchebags.
Oh, and the theme song. I think I mentioned the theme song already. It was rap. It was terrible, terrible rap.
The thing that
Shut up!
the thing that makes it worse is if you hear Ron Wasserman's version of the theme song, you're going, why?
Because he said technology in the theme song.
That's what I'm thinking, because apparently they don't use technology. According CJ told me they use like it's all magic. Like, I'm like, how do they explain the Megazord? Oh, they become Zords. I'm like, okay.
They become the Titans.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Become the Power Rangers. Become the Power Rangers.
We don't
Also,
need you singing.
I think the other reason the Mystic Force, Warren Wasserman's Mystic Force theme didn't get chosen is because it was too close to the SPD theme.
Like,
I
that
just
was a
realized
bad
I'm
thing.
gonna get flack for saying that's gay.
And
I'm gonna get flack for saying that.